Department of Homeland Appropriations Act for Fiscal Year 2010 kung saan na-amend ang immigration provisions tungkol sa issue na ito. May ilan na pagbabago ang naidulot ng bagong batas na to sa immigration law. Pero para sa episode po natin, dalawa lang po ang tatalakayan natin. Yung widow's benefit at saka yung survivor's benefits. Both refers to the effect of the death of the petitioner on the widows and the survivors. When we speak of the survivors, we refer to the spouse, children, siblings of U.S. citizens or green card holders, while for widows or widowers, we refer to the surviving spouse of a U.S. citizen. Ang ibig pong sabihin nito, yung mga namatay na kamag-anak ay may pag-asang makakuha ng immigrant visa kahit namatay na ang petitioner. Kaya lang, this only applies if the two requirements are met. Number one, that they were resident of the U.S. at the time that the petitioner died. And number two, that they're continuing to reside in the United States. Not all survivors are affected by the new law. Only the following are the survivors who will benefit from the amendment. Immediate relatives, U.S. citizens on behalf of their unmarried children under 21 years or their parents. First preference category, U.S. citizens on behalf of their unmarried children over 21 years and any derivatives. Second preference, lawful permanent residents on behalf of their spouses or unmarried children and any derivatives. Third preference, U.S. citizens on behalf of their unmarried children and any derivatives. Fourth preference, U.S. citizens on behalf of their brothers or sisters and any derivatives. Asylees and refugees, petitioners granted asylum and refugees and are petitioning their spouses and children. T and U petitioners, petitioners granted T and U visas on behalf of their spouses, children, and unmarried siblings less than 18 years of age. Ayan po maliwanag ang dapat natin malaman tungkol sa survivor's benefit. Meron pa pong additional information which you should know. We are still awaiting for USCIS interpretation on how to implement this new law. So aside from the residency requirement, there appears to be no retroactive application of this law. And again, this is subject to USCIS interpretation. There is still a requirement of an affidavit of support from a substitute sponsor. And most importantly, you should know that the Department of Homeland Security is given the power and authority to still deny an immigrant visa if it finds that it is to the public interest that the adjudication of the immigrant visa be not continued. Patuloy namin itataguyod ang kaunlaran at ang paglawak ng komunidad ng ating kababayan. Kami po ang inyong kabalikat sa paghubog ng inyong kinabukasan sa Amerika, sandigan ng bawat mamamayang imigranteng Pilipino.
What's Pusong Pinoy sa Amerika on GMA Pinoy